it's Jen, Not So Mystical Tarot, with your reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Aquarius for the first half of March 2019. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or NotSoMysticalTarot.com if you're interested in a personal reading. And if you have ordered a personal reading, take a look in your inbox because I'm just about caught up, so it should be in there. And I'd like to say thank you to everyone who ordered personal readings. I've had the best time getting to know everybody. And that was just a sloppy shuffle and not the card we need. I've had the best time getting to know everybody, and I just appreciate the trust that you put in me to give you a little bit of guidance from what I see. So thank you so, so much. Let's get started, Aquarius. First half of March. It's all coming into the light. This Eight of Pentacles here. Look at all of the, I want to stress this. I keep hearing it's all coming into the light. It's all coming into the light. And if you see, the Eight of Pentacles is all about the work you've done. People are finally starting to see. It seems like you've been working in the shadows for so long. You know, you've just been busting out, working so hard. And like, I think you just felt very shadowed. Like nobody is understanding how hard I'm working. Nobody's noticing. And I'm doing all the work, you know. But if you look, that's why I say, see the light at each one of these different pentacles. It's all come out into the light now. Everybody can see the work that you've done. And oh my gosh, this is the funniest thing. I just looked. Did you see me twitch? This card has this little spider drawn on it, okay? I don't know. It's not focusing well. But this spider is incredibly realistic looking. So when you saw me go like this, I thought, oh my gosh, there's a spider on my table. All right. A little less coffee for Jen. All right, anyways, we move on, and the next card we have is the Aquarian card, the Star. This is, I'm an Aquarius, this is us. This is us. And you look, this is a card of wishes. Anything that you want to be, do, or have is available to you, for you. You are this. This is the card of the Aquarians. You are the star. Anything that you want to wish for and dream for, you absolutely can have. This isn't like a blab it and grab it. This is a real thing. So whatever it is that you're working for here, because you're working really hard, people are starting to notice it. And it's now to the point where it's yours for the asking, yours for the taking. Not even the asking, because you've done the work. So you're not asking for any help. You're ready to come and claim what is yours. That's going to be part of this title, I think. It's all coming to the light. Claim what's yours, because prosperity is here. Look at all these fish. And I mean, she's just like in her own thing. Like you can't touch her. She's just doing her thing. She's come out into the light, and I mean, she is blazing and shining. Like you can't even get close to her. Like she's blinding when you look at her, you know, in the good way. We also have, with any of this kind of stuff, you got the Seven of Cups here. You've got a little bit of emotional overwhelm, a little bit of, what do I do now? You know, I've got the things I've wanted. I've worked so hard, and now what do I do? I don't know what to do. You've got one looking up, pointing over there, one reading a map. You got cups all over the ground. There's just, you were so focused and working so hard and pushing so hard in one direction that now that you're at this stage of I can have it, I can have whatever I want, you're like, I don't know what I want. What do I want? What was I working for? What am I doing? Almost a stage of just overwhelm and panic. And that's just how it is, you know. The next card we have, though, it gives you the deep breath. Got the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is all about, like, I want to say, like, old wisdom, you know. This is all about, like, take that deep breath. You have mentors, you have spiritual people in your life, you have someone in your life who calms you down. This could even be somebody whose YouTube videos you watch and you're like, okay, that kind of grounds me a little bit. Could be a meditation. It depends. Aquarians, we have a hard time with the meditation because we don't really like to sit. Our brain just goes so fast. It's very hard for us to do that. But there may be someone in your life that you feel like you can talk to, spend a little bit of time with, who kind of just grounds you, kind of takes you back. And the other thing about this card that I love, it might be hard for you to see it on here, but this is like a guy that's like an old tree. This is like old wisdom to me. And it reminds you, you know what? You're your best teacher. You're the one who really knows what's up. You're the one who really knows you. Because Aquarius, nobody really knows you except for you, or maybe another Aquarian. Otherwise, in your whole life, there will be maybe less than a handful of people, seriously, who actually truly know who you are. You are your own best teacher. You are the one who really knows you when it all is said and done. If you can't find someone to kind of ground you, you're going to have to ground yourself. And that's just the way it is. Now, clarifying this, Seven of Cups and the Hierophant, you have the Hanged Man, which says, again, take a deep breath. Look at this from a different perspective. Like I say, you may not be able to find someone to spiritually advise you because you're like up on this plane over here, and a lot of people are kind of over here. So people don't get you. They don't mean to not get you. They want to get you, but they just don't. You may need to look at this in an entirely different way, from a whole different perspective, and find a way to normalize everything for you, because you just can't make it all happen. You also have the Ten of Wands here, which says enough is enough is enough is enough. Whatever you've been carrying, it is time to put it down. It's the end of the cycle. So you've done all this work. You have you bore this huge burden. You have done all the things you were supposed to do. And now it is time to put this down. That's part of the confusion. This is also clarifying this card, this Seven of Cups, confusion. Once you accomplish something, it's like you don't know what to do. You're at the end of this cycle of bearing this burden. It's time to put it down. And this is very confusing for you, almost a little bit stressful, because you're used to this work, this chaos, this stress. And so now you're going to put all those burdens down, and you're like, well, what do I do now? What do I focus on now? What do I do now? Well, I'll tell you what you do now, because clarifying the Eight of Pentacles here and the Star right here is one of my absolute favorite cards. You have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is like that Pinterest mom. That's that mom that makes the stuff on Pinterest and it actually looks like it. She doesn't do Pinterest fails. She makes it better than the Pinterest thing looked. That's this mom. She's the one who, there's a problem with the billing or a problem with cash flow, and she's like, that's okay, I can feed the family on $40 this week. You watch me do it. She's a good steward of her finances. She keeps her home in order. Revert back to her. She is going to pull you through this chaos and this whole stress of putting these burdens down and kind of refocusing, because I think you've been so focused for so long, bearing a heavy burden, focusing on whatever this work is, that now that you're at this stage of like, whew, here I am, let me have whatever I want. You're like, what do I want? I don't know what I want. What do I do next? I don't know what to do next. She knows what to do next, whether it's laundry, whether it's assessing your finances, whether it's organizing the home, whatever it is, she knows what needs to come next. So just stop, breathe a little bit, look from a different perspective, enforce with yourself that it is time to put this burden down and revert back to the basics of life. The Queen of Pentacles is not a woo-woo. She is not like the Star. The Queen of Pentacles is all about practicality. Embrace that practicality. I will talk to you guys soon. Let me know how this resonates for you. Thank you so much for watching.